Hi everyone, welcome to the Xoro guide for reconciling your freight into your item receipt. In this process, we're going to reconcile your freight that you've been charged into an item receipt. So basically, this is in a scenario where you've been charged freight externally. What you want to do is you close your ASN as per usual, and then once you close an ASN, you'll have an item receipt that's been generated. You're going to want to open up that item receipt, and then we can begin from here. So once you have your item receipt here, as I have, just click on Reconcile. And what you're going to do is select the items for which you're going to dissolve the freight into. Select your Reconcile currency here. Let's click Next. Now let's choose a service type. Now, in this case, I already have an item set up, a shipping item or a freight item. In case you don't already have one set up, just go to the item module and set one up. You'll need a couple accounts attached with that as well. So I already have an item set up here, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to dissolve about, let's say, $200 worth of freight. And one item here. You can add additional items if necessary too. Let's click Next now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the items for which I'm going to reconcile the freight into. So let's say I want to do it for these items here. I'm going to select the item that I just chose from the previous page. And what I'm going to do is select one of the methods that I'm going to dissolve the freight by. So you can either do it by unit cost, quantity, or amount. So let's go by unit cost and click Calculate. And now you can see that the shipping item has been reconciled into the selected SKUs. And let's hit Next. And you can click the reconciliation here to see the reconciliation in detail. And let's click Next now. And if you need to undo it, you can just click the garbage can and then click Previous and then redo it. You can change your reconciliation up. Let's hit Next now. And in this last page, it's basically going to show you your reconciled items, and it's going to show the freight that you're adding as well. You can see the $200 freight here. Now this little option here is if you want to add the reconciled items to a vendor bill. So do you want to add it to this existing item receipt, or do you want to basically make it a liability? So if I want to make it a liability, I'm going to untick this. But let's say you want to add that freight to the bill. I'm going to just tick this and make sure this is yes. So let's hit Finish. And you can see now the freight has been basically dissolved in. So I've actually the reconciliation automatically added the item worth $200 here, and you can see the symbol here for the items that have been reconciled. So now if I actually add the column here, landed unit cost, you can see now the landed unit cost, which is different than the unit cost. So this is actually the cost that's been reconciled with the freight as well. So last step is once everything looks good, you can hit Save. You can always undo the reconciliation and start from scratch as well. Just hit Save, and you've now reconciled the freight into your item receipt.